What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Realistic Career Mode. This is episode number 16. We're starting today's stuff on the back of the thrilling, unbelievable 4-3 comeback win against Leeds United. We were 3-0 down, 44 minutes in, then we scored 2 goals right before the break, 1 straight afterwards, and then a late game winner through Eric Dyer saw us come back from 3-0 down to win 4-3. One of the best comebacks I've had playing FIFA. Not just FIFA 23, but FIFA ever. I mean, honestly, it was an incredible comeback. 3-0 down, thought the game was done, but what a fantastic sign of resilience there from our Toffees, and proof in the pudding why you should never give up, regardless of how badly you started. Lessons for life and sport as well. Right, so heading into the first game of today's episode on the back of the win days. Yeah, fixtures coming for this month here. Starting off with Manchester City at home. You would have seen 2 loan bids there for 2 of our youngsters who were trying to get out on loan, but the loan offers weren't exactly realistic. Now, this is something I really hope EA look into as the years go by. How common is it for you to see loan offers from foreign clubs and not from lower league clubs? It seems as though lower league clubs are allergic to asking for players on loan. And because we're doing this realistically, we want to loan these guys out to, again, lower league English sides or possibly SPL sides. Maybe a foreign side, but for the most part, you know, these players are more likely to leave on loan to a, again, lower league, football league side or a Scottish Premier League side. Even so, I'll keep my eyes out there and hope we'll be able to find someone to put in a better and more realistic loan offer. So, first game of today's episode, Manchester City back at Goodison Park on the back of a fantastic 4-3 win away at Ellen Road. Heading into the game, we fell behind the first half through the machine, the robot, the Norwegian tank Erling Haaland. Dele Alli then levelled for us late on, 1-1, and in stoppage time, one final chance, falling to the Toffees, and Matt Doherty picks out Illiman and Dye at the back post, and the former Blade turns in from close range. And let's just call us the comeback kings, because we've done it once again. Yeah, I brought and Dye off the bench, made a treble change, and the former Blade's off to a really good start this season. Bags another goal, his second in 4 in the league, and this one a game winner in stoppage time as we come from behind to be the champions Manchester City. 2 goals in the final 5 minutes. Dele Alli and Illiman and Dye giving us the unlikely victory. And Dye really changed the game as well. Like, I brought him off the bench late on in this game, and you would have seen I was playing at wing in this game, and that's how he got, that's how he contributed to both our goals. The first one, the cross to the back post to Ali from the left-hand side, and then stepping in from the left-hand side to turn in a Matt Doherty cutback. You know, and Dye is a central attacking midfielder, but I've mentioned this before, one of the reasons why we've changed Dele Alli's position to centre forward, but we're also playing him on the right-hand side sometimes, because, you know, unless we're playing this 4-2-3-1 like we do for this game here against Fulham, the likelihood is our CMs are always going to be a little bit deeper, and that's okay. They're still going to come forward every now and then as either roaming playmakers, advanced playmakers, or box-to-box midfielders, but for the most part, their assets aren't going to be utilised as well unless they're out on the wing, on the left or the right hand side, and that to me is where in Dye we're getting the best out of him this season, on that left hand side, cutting in just like he did for that second goal and the game winner there against Manchester City. So yeah, I'm going to convert him to left wing. It'll only take him 2 weeks. He's got the pace to play on the wing, of course, so I think that'll be a good position change. So on the back of back-to-back comeback victories away at Ellen Road and the home to the champions Manchester City, now taking on Fulham away at Craven Cottage in West London, a newly promoted side here. Marco Silva, former Everton manager, of course. What a run for Dele Alli right now. It's his contract year. He's playing for a new contract and he's just on fire. He gets the assist as we go in front right before the break. Callum Hudson-Odoi, our new man in from Chelsea, giving us the opener, and, well, a Chelsea lad is always going to love scoring away against Fulham, a West London rival. He scored our first right before the break, and the second goal, a little bit trickier, a little bit more skillful, but absolutely beautiful. Yep, turns his man with the Berber spin and then smacks it in back post past Paolo Gazzaniga, Doc's legend. So, yeah, Fulham 0, Everton 2, and the winning run extended to 3. games in a row. First Leeds and Manchester City, now Fulham away at Craven Cottage as well. And again, the importance of wingers in this game really on full display there. You know, Ali cutting the ball across Hudson-Odoi from the right to the left, and then for that second goal, Hudson-Odoi stepping in from the left to shoot with his right. You know, again, with this Everton team, we do play down the flanks a lot, and that is why, you know, players like Dwight McNeil, I'm not using them very much, and I know that McNeil has, you know, an okay starting overall with some decent ability, but you might often see me at times play McNeil through the middle as a central midfielder because he's got great technical ability, a great passer of the ball, as we know, but to me, he's not really quick enough to play on the wing in this Everton team. You know, we like to play with pace, we like to play on the counter, so that's why at the moment I'm much preferring to go with wingers that have got a lot more pace in the team. So for games like this, taking Aston Villa midweek here, this time playing a 4-1-4, but again, the wing's so important to our play style. First goal coming through Neil Maupay, all of his goals here coming in the Carabao Cup, and right before the break, Conor Gallagher makes it 2-0, and the Toffees right now are absolutely rolling. You know, we're the comeback kings. Already this season, we've won 4 games from coming from behind, but in this game, I felt pretty confident we were going to see the game out. We were 2-0 up at the break. Yeah, amazing first half here against Aston Villa. Unai Emery's side already looking down and out. And right after the restart, a chance to make it 3. Once again, stepping in from the wing, playing it into the middle, and eventually it's turned in by Alex Iwobi to make it 3. You would have noticed in this game as well, Nathan Patterson was playing right back for Aston Villa. He's obviously our fullback, is currently out on loan there right now. What a fantastic decision. I'll make sure to show you either in the next episode or the episode afterwards if I forget the next one. Nathan Patterson's up 4 ratings already at Aston Villa. He's getting the game time there. It was a great decision to loan him out and keep playing Matt Doherty and sign Milan Van Uyck as well. So, big win there, 3-0. We are into the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. The winning run extended to 4 games in all competitions. The Toffees right now absolutely rolling. As you do the draw for the quarterfinals of the FL Cup, Everton have got... Yep. It is the lowest ranked team remaining in the competition. Forest Green Rovers. Right now, as I'm recording this commentary, bottom of League One. And no doubt about it, we are certainly massive favourites to progress to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Last year reached the FA Cup semi-finals, getting to Wembley before being knocked out by our rivals Liverpool. Now we will be taking on Forest Green Rovers. You know, I've got a soft spot for them, being a vegan myself. Looking forward to the battle, but no doubt about it, we are firm favourites to progress to the semi-finals. You will see that game against Aston Villa there. I did have some starters out for the game, but, you know, for the most part, a much changed side. And what a fantastic luxury knowing that going into that game at home against the lowest ranked side, bottom of League One right now, I can feel the backup side and we'll still be firm favourites. And we know December is a hectic, crazy fixture congested month. That is a huge bonus. What a chance to reach the 2-legged Carabao Cup semi-final for the first time in this save. So, following game, taking on Spurs, Antonio Conte's side coming to Goodison Park. A fantastic run for the Toffees right now. 4 straight wins in all competitions for Everton. Now taking on Conte's side. Well, unfortunately, we had an abysmal start to the game. Yeah, Lo Celso scored a brace in the first half. We were 2-0 down. But I was thinking, do you know what? We've been the comeback kings this season. We've won 4 games already this season, coming from behind. And we've already picked up 2 scouts, beating Manchester City and Arsenal as well. So, right now, the odds are looking quite good. We'll come back again and win this one. Unfortunately, Harry Kane said 10 minutes after the restart. I don't think so. Yeah, it just became Spurs' all-time club record goal scorer. Congratulations to Harry Kane. Said before, I'd love for him to stay at Spurs for his entire career and win them their first major honour in this long trophy drought. But he scored the 3rd goal. That made it 3-0, and I was thinking, I mean, you know, we came back from 3-0 down to beat Leeds, but I couldn't see Lightning striking twice. There was a lot less time in the game, whilst we did get a goal late back in the game to make it 3-1 through and Dies. 3rd of the league this season already. What a season he's having so far. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. Like, it's been a great record this season against big teams. We've done brilliantly well to come back and win 4 games already this season, but that was just a step too far, I think, being 3-0 down at home to Spurs as soon as the second half began. So our first loss there on the back of 4 straight wins. Question is, how could we respond following game as we enter November away from home against a newly promoted side, Sheffield United at Bramall Lane, looking to respond in this game and get back to winning ways. Well, 7 minutes into the game, it's about time this guy finds the back of the net. He had a red-hot start to the season, but since then, he's really struggled. A long, barren goal drought for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Who does he break his goal drought against? Sheffield United. Obviously, I mean, it was going to happen, wasn't it? It's like Football Manager, you know? Like, you know that a player playing against his former team is going to score in that game, regardless of how poorly he's played recently. Calvert-Lewin had a red-hot start to the season, man. 3 early goals, but none since then. But there, he breaks his goal drought. Heading in, a rebound. Michaelenko's header hitting the crossbar, and DCL turns in a rebound to make it 1-0. He, of course, is a Sheffield lad. He was born in Sheffield, came through the Sheffield United Academy before moving on to Everton as a youngster. And he thought, well, I've got one. Why don't I get another one as well? I've already done the damage here away against my former team. Why not get another one? I'd hit the woodwork 4 times. I think 4 times or 3 times in the opening 20 minutes. Absolutely ridiculous. We're looking at Docs FC out there. For those watching my Docs to Glory save, you'll get that reference. Yeah, looking at Docs FC out there hitting the woodwork so often. But even so, that time it hits the woodwork and goes in as DCL's header clips the post and finds the back of the net past the outstretched arms of Wes Fotheringham. So leading by 2 at the break, and really I could have been home and dry at half time. I was really dominant in this game. Could have been 3, 4, 5. My finishing been better. I was playing some sensational football in this game as well. Some really good moves too. 2 of my goals might come from set pieces, but it was still some great football on display, including for our 3rd goal as well. Alan Varela sent through 1-on-1, outfoxes Fotheringham, plays the ball across the 6-yard area, and who's there to turn in from close range? Who do you think? He gets to the match ball. Dominic Calvert-Lewin back at Bramall Lane, gets the hat-trick and ensures we get back to winning ways. That loss there against Spurs, just a blip in the end. DCL, our top scorer still this season with the hat-trick there. Make sure we get the win and return to winning ways. Fantastic victory against Sheffield United. So 3-0 the final score, and a great way to bounce back after the loss there against Spurs at home. But that will end today's episode of the Realistic Career Mode, guys. So big fan of watching today's episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Everton back in the top 4, 7 wins in 11, and despite a loss to Spurs, it's still been a tremendous start for our Toffees. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Realistic Career Mode very soon.